big meta question for you.
Oh my. Okay, Rick and Morty.
No, I'm not the one going to jail.
What?
Like the creator.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I think he got like acquitted or something.
Something like that.
Anyways, not important. You know, in the episode where Plankton like analyzes that thing and Karen's like 50% sea, 50% weed.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just do that to a Krabby Patty?
He did, but it didn't work. I was thinking.
What do you mean
I
it didn't
was trying
work?
to remember the episode because I watched it, obviously.
Oh, is that an episode?
Yeah.
Is it in the same episode as where he analyzes seaweed?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I forget I know he tries to analyze it, but doesn't work for some reason. Or
You're supposed to know the SpongeBob lore.
It's been a while. It's an old episode.
I know, but I don't watch any of the new ones. I just know all the old ones.
I'm sure if it is an old one. I'm sure if I ruminated on it a bit, I'd remember it. But yeah,
that was my thing. And then next, you know how he like uses all these robots?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just fucking pay someone to take a Krabby Patty?
He also tried that.
And how on earth did that fail? He went to college.
I know, right? It's SpongeBob. He's got main character syndrome, so he always stops Plankton, even on accident. There was the most notable time he tried to pay someone was in the SpongeBob movie. That was Plan Z.
Yeah, well, I remember that one, and that one basically worked.
Until it didn't.
until he got main charactered on.
Yeah.
I will say him screaming, "I went to college" is one of the best bits they've done.
It is. They don't do it anymore.
I went to college. Yeah, I know. Because all the watchers don't know what college is.
True, and they retconned it out of existence with Camp Coral.
What?
Yeah, and instead of now he's like,
not real.
Yeah, I know, right?
That doesn't count. Oh man. Anyways. Ooh. Oh, they should drop a new SpongeBob movie so we can do an episode on it.
They have. They made 3.
Well, yeah, but within the last 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, well, within the last year?
Not in the last year.
Okay, well, that's as long as we had the podcast.
That's fair enough.
So that doesn't help us. I don't know why I said 2 years, because I meant 1 year, but 1 year.
Specifically 2 years.
I know. Within the last 36 months. I'm getting on a tangent here, but you know, the worst thing, if I ask someone their age and they tell me the kid's age in months.
Oh, after 12 months, you're overdoing it.
You gotta say like a year and a half or just a year.
Yeah.
Don't say like, oh, they're 13 and a half months old. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Right.
Just tell me if it's, just round it. If they're closer to a year and a half, say a year and a half.
Yeah.
Who cares?
13 months, 14 months. Get out of here.
or weeks also.
Oh, yeah,
that's the other thing. If they're just born, they're like, oh yeah, they're 66 weeks.
You'd best stop using weeks after the first 2 months.
You better stop using weeks after the first 3. Just tell me they're a month old.
Right. We have the words to describe these situations. Use them.
We are meant to dumb things down. I don't want to take a math test to find out how old your kid is.
Me every time I have to use military time.
How was it in Japan?
Oh, it was a struggle. I was traveling with someone and they were like, yeah, the train comes at 21 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, so we have like 2 hours. We did not have 2 hours.
Nope. How do you do military time?
Me
and
or
I'm asking this, directly to you, because I have assumed several basic things about I'll just say life itself, and then I make the assumption about you, and I'm always astounded that you do something differently. So I have to ask: is there a special way you do military time?
I've learned to subtract 2 from what the number is.
Okay. So
it stops working when you hit 21, but if it's if it's 18 o'clock, 18 minus 2, and then you turn it into a single digit number. 18th, 17th, and then it's 6 o'clock.
What on earth? I have this more complicated. This is why I asked, by the way. This is why I asked.
Is that how everyone else does it?
That was not at all staged, audience. I asked. That was incredible.
How do you do it?
I just add or subtract 12.
12?
Because it's we use.
I guess we're doing the same thing, but with extra steps.
I'm
doing the extra steps, but it's the same math.
You are completely butchering it. Your system doesn't even work past a certain time.
Well, that's because it would like 22 o'clock, then you get 20. You can't turn that into a single digit, but I know that like if it were a single digit, it'd be 10. Because it can't be 9.
God. I gotta find a new co-host.
I gotta add step 3 and 4 when it hits 20 o'clock.
As opposed to just adding or subtracting 12.
Exactly.
Which would be the standard method.
That never even occurred to me. As an option.
A whole year in Japan.
Yeah.
And you were just doing a broken system.
Yeah.
I suppose, like, it's not completely broken because obviously, like, it doesn't work for, like, what you said, like, 22 or 21 and stuff, but the idea is there.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously, if you turned it into it would be 10 if, like, in your method.
Yeah.
It's just, like, why do all these steps is the point.
I think it was because whenever I needed to check the time, it always worked. It was always ended up being, like, a single-digit number, and it was a rarity when I had to be, like, specifically to know 10, 11, or 12 o'clock.
Right.
Well, because I knew 12 o'clock was 24.
Yeah.
Because it's the
end. There is no more. Excuse me, train conductor. When is it? 25 o'clock?
And luckily, I never had to say 25 o'clock to anyone because I had to say it in Japanese.
I would hope you'd have to never say 25 o'clock anyway.
And yet, here I am.
Oh my god. Well, that was quite the intro. Welcome to episode 71 of You're Ridiculous.
Whoa! Hit you with a double intro.
Yeah, we got it covered for next week.
Oh, man.
My name is Luke. I'm one of your hosts. And with me, as always, if you haven't figured it out, is Wolf.
That's me.
We are here together, the ridiculous duo. No Rain this week. She's chilling. Didn't need her. We have enough content without her. Oh, God. Last week, we talked about the lovely Mario movie.
Yeah.
The new Super Mario Bros. Movie. This week, we're going to be covering another popular movie that came out recently.
That's right.
Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves.
You almost blew it.
I didn't write down the Sir title.
I see. Fair enough.
I was going to say Thief Among Honor or something. I'm like, wait a second, what is it? Yeah. Honor Among Thieves, Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah.
And then obviously wrapping up the episode with a question of the week from Rain.
A classic.
This one's topical. You'll have to wait and find out what that is, though. If you don't follow us on any social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and whatnot, go follow.
Yeah. Ridiculous_cast.
That's right, on all platforms. We're also on YouTube. You can find us there. We have Wolf has a Discord that we're always active in.
That's right. We're on YouTube podcast now.
That's right. Finally making the rounds.
Yeah.
Be sure to, if you enjoy our content, it'll help us out a lot.
Such a strange system.
It is.
I went to do it and it was just like, oh yeah, if you have a playlist, it can automatically be a podcast. I'm like, what? Why would you do it that way?
Yeah. And join the Discord as well. We're quite active in there. In fact, part of my intro spawned from talking about SpongeBob in the Discord.
Yeah.
So, anyways, moving on to D&D the movie.
Woo woo woo.
Wolf, let's give us an overall summary of what this movie is.
Dungeons and Dragons, the movie, is about Edgin Darvis. I do indeed. He and his partner Holga have been that got caught on their last big grand heist, and now they're trying to get back to the way life was. He's trying to get his daughter back. They're trying to get back into living their normal normie life in their fantasy world. But there's trouble, as there always is.
Trouble afoot.
And that trouble brings together a goofy, kooky little band of weirdos to save the day.
As it does. And
Yeah.
there's plots and subplots, and I'm sure we'll dive into much of it.
Yeah.
Let's just go with hit us with overall thoughts on the movie. How did you like it?
It was so funny.
It really was, which I was not at all expecting.
Yeah. It's goofy in a way you expect, like, if you know Dungeons & Dragons, you expect it to be kind of goofy. Right. And the fantasy elements were also kind of goofy, but not in, like, a bad way. Like, there was a cat character, and it looked like someone in a fursuit, but I did not dislike it.
Right, no, it was good. I definitely agree. It was funny, but definitely not in a bad way. It was like, it felt a lot like, it felt like the characters were more real than normal. They weren't heroes.
Yeah, they were just people.
They were just your basic bunch of adequate people trying to make their way through the world.
Yeah, they're not the heroes like the other guy was. What was his name?
Zenk Yandar.
Yeah.
He was the main character.
Oh yeah.
he was OP. I love that they had to take Zenk out because of how OP he was.
Oh yeah, he killed a man with a sharpened gourd.
He did the entire quest for them, like on their own basically, and then just walked across the beach.
Over the rock.
I love Edgin just like narrating. He's like, he's gonna go around the rock, he's gonna go left, he's gonna go right. Nope, he's gonna go over it. It was just like little moments like that where it was so fun and enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Skipping towards the last scene, I genuinely laughed out loud at this scene, and you actually mentioned it when you were like live texting me.
Oh.
The part where Doric is an owlbear and she's defeating Sophina the Red Wizard, and she starts just like slamming her into the ground.
Really got her.
Like it was like a funnier, if that's possible, version of Hulk versus Loki.
Oh yeah.
Right? But this one was like not even like picking her up around. It was like shaking her and like crushing her into the rock. Yeah, it was like I genuinely laughed out loud.
She fucking flung her. She just hits the wall.
It was so good. I like that you texted me, you're like, damn, Doric's got some anger issues. Yeah, just if you want to watch like a funny, feel good movie, this is definitely one for you. But it wasn't without its like serious moments either.
Yeah.
Which I appreciated. How did you like the ending with, and we're skipping around a lot just because that's what we do.
You should have watched the movie before you started this episode.
Yeah, you know how these work. Spoiler alerts, we don't need to tell you about it. You already know.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something about the end, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. They can't stop you.
Right. Wolf, one of the more serious moments in the movie is when Holga gets stabbed by the Red Wizard's blade.
Yep.
What did you think about that? And with the tablet was supposed to be used for the mom, but instead got used on Holga.
You know, in a way, it did get used on the mom.
Right.
Yeah. Also, wow. I was watching it, and I knew I knew they were gonna revive her, and I'm still crying. I'm like, stop! You know she's gonna live.
That was the thing. It wasn't even a bad. It was like, this is so obvious that's gonna happen, but like I'm sitting there, I was like, what if it doesn't work? What if it's not the Tablet of Resurrection? Oh
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like in the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, what if it really wasn't the Tablet of Resurrection?
It was like something else, or like you said, what if it really was a Tablet of Riches?
Yeah.
Right.
And he just fooled himself because he couldn't live with what he did.
Yeah. Or maybe like what's his nuts? Forge.
Oh yeah.
Had come up with the idea to tell Chloe, or Kira, sorry, the daughter, that it was the Tablet of Riches. And so what if that's what it was the whole time? Because Forge was the one that told Edgin about the tablet.
Yeah.
The first time before they betrayed him and everything. So I'm like, what if Forge told a lie by telling the truth.
Yeah.
You know, that's a great sort of twist, and
that messed me up.
Pretty interesting. But obviously, you know, you're also sitting there with the knowledge that no way she's dying.
Yeah.
It's like such a dramatic scene.
They sing their song.
Yeah. They sing their song, and then Edgin goes into flashbacks about, you know, Holga raising Kira.
Yep.
Yeah. It was that's still cool though. I like.
Yeah.
It was obvious, but it was also good.
Yeah. They earned it. They earned the moment.
They did. Let's just kind of run through each of the characters, because I thought, well, we'll see. We'll start with Edgin. He's kind of the leader of the group.
Yeah.
What'd you think of him?
He is especially, out of all of them, just some dude.
He really is. He really is. He is considered the bard of the group, if you're familiar with D&D classes.
Yeah, that's why he's got that guitar.
The lute. The guitar.
I almost called it a liar.
Well, that's not very close either. I guess guitar is closer. But yeah, he's barely a bard as well.
Yeah, he's not good at it.
He sings, but he doesn't do like anything magical.
Not at all.
He's like a somewhat decent fighter though.
Yeah, he's smart, big idea
smart
guy.
And scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quick on his feet. I liked his character. I'm not like super big on Chris Pine. Like, I don't think he's bad or anything. It's just like a lot of the stuff that he's been in before hasn't really interested in me, but I thought he did great here.
Yeah.
I also learned that he's 41.
Wow.
Which it does not seem like that, but
what else has he been? There's a lot of Chris's. A lot of
there's
famous
too many Chris's to be honest. He was in Wonder Woman.
Is he in Captain America?
No, that's Chris.
Oh
Evans.
no, he's the other.
That's
one.
Like I said, there's too many Chris's. He was also in Star Trek.
I see. I remember.
I guess he was in Princess Diaries too.
Wow.
Yeah. Jack Ryan, which is somewhat. No, I guess it's not that recent. Wow, 2024 is not. 2014, not that recent.
We're old.
I know. That's also not. He was in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh.
He was in Rise of the Guardians.
Oh, is he Star-Lord?
No, that's
a different Chris.
That's Chris Pratt.
Ridiculous.
That's Chris Pratt.
Too many Chris's.
Chris Pine in Rise of the Guardians was Jack Frost.
Oh. Oh. Look at that. He gets around.
Anyways, yeah. So that I thought he was good.
Yeah.
A solid casting choice. A really funny character.
Indeed.
I thought. Yeah, go ahead.
It was that moment. It's funny, that moment when he like looked at the gold and like went all slow mo. That was supposed to be like an important moment, but I completely misinterpreted it.
Into
Instead
what?
of it, I thought him looking at the gold was like, oh, he's always been like riches motivated, which means that the tablet was probably always of riches.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But no, he stole that little bit, and that's what got his wife killed.
And spoiler alert.
You know.
No, it's okay. Yeah. I guess a good segue is to talk about his daughter, Kira.
Yeah.
I did not like this character.
What? She's barely there.
I know she's in there too much. I thought maybe it was like the writing, or maybe it was the actress. I just didn't care for her.
She didn't get She didn't get a moment to like talk to the main character, so she was almost entirely irrelevant.
Yeah.
She was the goal, but we never got to really see her thoughts on things.
True. I also felt like her writing was too young for the character portrayal.
Oh, yeah?
You mean like, it felt like the actress and the character were too old for being tricked to turn against her father.
Yeah, that easily.
Like some guy that her father has worked with before, that she's probably barely met.
Yep.
just says, your father betrayed you and left you. I'm daddy now.
It starts calling him uncle. I'm like, wow, that was quick. You're like 13, 14.
And exactly. It was also just 2 years.
Really?
It was 2 years he was in prison.
Oh, yeah.
It was not even long. It was barely long enough to miss him. God.
Also, I like that. That's where she drew the line. She knew they were thieves, and she helped with the theory. But that time, stealing for money, that was too far.
Yeah. So I
you left me for money.
There was something unfleshed out about her character. I thought could have been better.
Yeah, I mean, they did spend most of the movie writing her out of even the scene by making her invisible.
Also true. I am glad that they made that her invisibility charm relevant.
Yeah.
Because if they just like introduced that she has like an invisibility thing and never use it again, I would have been so pissed. I would have been just like rewatching the movie. It's like, okay, and here's a great moment for invisibility, and here's a great moment for invisibility, and it just never shows up again.
Excuse to pay her actor less.
Yeah. Holga, Kira is technically the second rogue.
Oh?
Well, so like in the like D&D tropes, like her father is the bard.
Yep.
She's like a secondary rogue. The first rogue, I guess we can talk about instead, is Forge, the rogue. He is sort of one of the primary villains in the movie.
Yeah.
Played by Hugh Grant.
Whoa.
A famous English actor.
Oh.
That you probably don't know.
That's right.
I was gonna say. Yeah, he's a very famous, prolific actor.
I see.
He was
goofy.
Glass Onion, actually.
Oh, who was he?
He was also in Paddington 2.
Oh, the bear movie?
And Paddington 1.
What a variety of movies to be in.
Yeah, I know. He was in Love Actually. Huh. Anyways. What did you think of this character?
He was goofy. He was exactly what Sofina said, the fake, charismatic idiot.
Mm-hmm. I loved this character.
Yeah.
I thought he was so fun to watch. I'm normally not the biggest Hugh Grant fan.
Ooh.
But he was great here. I thought the character was so well written. And like Wolf said, he was like a charismatic idiot. And what's not to love about that?
Yeah. When they put him on the pillar and you're like, this is too high. We didn't discuss this.
It was so funny. Take me down. I'm too high up. It was so good. A classic like villain as well, just trying to get rich.
Yeah.
Not actually doing anything inherently evil by his own hand, at least.
Yeah.
Just wants some money.
And he probably would have gotten all away with it if he just gave Kira back to the dude.
Oh, probably, yeah.
And there would be no hiccups, no interruptions to Sofina's master plan.
Oh, yeah. He wanted to be selfish and keep the kid.
Right. And was ready to murk her on sight.
I know. Tables have turned. I really enjoyed Forge. Super fun character. Moving on to Holga. She is technically the barbarian of the group.
She's cool.
Yeah.
She's beating people's ass with a piece of floor.
Not beating a lot of people's ass.
Yeah.
God. She really gave it to him. I love the scene where she puts like the axe ends up getting in the like fire in the lava.
Yeah.
And then after the fight, she takes it out. She's like, not bad.
It's like objectively useless now.
It's just like
a hunk of metal. It's not even sharp anymore.
Yeah. It just looks cool. But it's like objectively worse.
When you downgrade your weapon for aesthetics.
That's me in every game. I gotta look cool. I love the scene like when she's talking about the axe as they're about to be executed.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What do you sharpen it with? What do you clean it with?
Already planning the yoink it.
and Edkin is just sitting there the whole time. That entire fight, he's doing nothing. He's trying to cut his bonds free.
Yeah. Feel a bit of rope stopping him.
I don't even remember how did she just like break them free?
I think so.
Yeah. It was so funny.
Oh, you know what was real funny? When he came in with his fucking loot and beamed Sophia in the back of the head.
He just beat her ass with a whole last loot. Oh, man.
She's this big, serious villain, probably meant to fight a hero like Zinc, and she's fighting this band of goofs.
the rejects. The people that, like, fail D&D school.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you can't be an actual bard. You didn't pass the bar.
And she's losing.
Yeah. That's a great segue. We'll go on to Sophina. What'd you think of her?
Oh, she's cool. You want to know something funny? While I was watching it, so you know we got that big exposition at the beginning about the red wizards, yeah. Never picked up that she was a red wizard. There's a scene where her cloak like turns red. I was like, she turns red when she's angry.
God, you are the worst.
And that was it. I went, that's
you are
cool.
the worst. Yeah, she's one of the a huge thing in like D&D is like the red wizards of Thay are like super evil.
I noticed. I saw.
She was one of them. one of like wizards of Thay.
Yeah.
I was watching this movie and I was annoyed the whole time because I recognized this actress, but I couldn't figure out where she's from.
Oh.
And then I eventually figured out she's from one of the Netflix original shows. So I figured it out.
Daisy Head is quite the name.
I know, right? I bet she gives mad,
You know it.
You know it. Everyone knows it. Audience, you know it. Super cool. I loved her fight scenes at the end.
Oh yeah, she's cool. They did not. It was a goofy movie, but you know how what was it? The second Doctor Strange movie. Or was it the third? Something of Madness.
Oh yeah, it was the third one.
Yeah, and when
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness, and it's goofy, and even the fight scene was goofy, and it really took away from it. Her fight scene was not goofy.
No. Their fight scene was like quite legit.
Yeah,
it was like a full-on fight scene. I also loved who we can get to next, Simon versus her.
Oh
and like the hands.
He finally got his confidence.
Right, and then like he has like an earth hand, and she has like some fleshy hand.
Filth hand.
That's the whole scene, like a wizard on wizard, and then just in general was super cool.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of D&D, you can like that scene in particular recognize a lot of like classic spells and things that she's doing, which was really cool. Really fun.
Yeah.
Simon, the wizard.
Oh man,
sorcerer.
Poor Simon. Whole movie, just poor Simon.
Poor Simon, indeed.
I was bullying him, including himself.
Yeah. He is a very adequate wizard.
Indeed, his character art was clear, but that was not a bad thing. It wasn't badly done either. It's like, clearly his arc is learning that the true power was inside himself the whole time, but
right.
Funny character.
I did like that it wasn't just like the classic, like, I have the power, I need to access it. It was more like just a self-confidence thing.
Yeah.
Which you don't always see.
And they even talk about, like, the magic nodes, you've got bad self-confidence, and it's rejecting you for that. It thinks you're lame.
Yeah. It presented like a classic trope in a much more enjoyable way. I also love that Justice Smith, the actor, plays the same fucking character in every movie he's in. Oh. And he does it so well.
Found his niche.
He's the main character in Detective Pikachu.
Oh, yeah!
He's also the sort of nerdy tech guy in Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom.
Less so, yeah.
Yep, that one's really good. So he just kind of always plays like a self-conscious dork. And it's really funny. And he does it so well.
He does indeed.
I also think he's in Until Dawn as well.
Oh! Well, look at him. He gets around.
I know. He was in The Quarry. Sorry, not Until Dawn.
Oh, The Quarry. I was like, who was he in Until Dawn?
Yeah, he was in The Quarry. I knew he was one of them. I couldn't remember which one. And so, yeah, he plays a sort of somewhat dorky guy in The Quarry as well.
Oh, yeah, everyone thinks he's cool, but he's actually a huge dork.
but he plays it so well.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I
love that.
And he's the only stabbed character to do the right thing with a knife.
Yeah, yeah. It was perfect. Moving on to Zank Yandar.
What a guy.
What an OP character.
The hero of heroes.
Truly. He's also sort of takes the role of traditional supposed to be bad guy, but turns it into a good guy.
Oh, yeah,
His race or whatever is supposed to be like barbarians, basically.
Yep.
And he becomes a fucking religious paladin.
Proving them wrong.
Yeah.
The trauma of seeing an entire society turned into zombies really shaped his life.
Yeah, really builds character. I've never heard of this character or the actor before, but his name is Reggae Jean Page.
He slapped.
Yeah, he was great.
Cool fight scene.
Very cool fight scene and super funny dragon scene.
Yeah, the obese dragon slipping and sliding around.
Obese Thundershode.
Oh my god!
That Thundershode's actually like a classic dragon in D&D.
Oh really?
That wasn't made for the movie. The story with him is like there was a dwarven city where they like kept him underneath the city just feeding him. And laying,
like a dog.
Yeah, laying dragon eggs, I think. And then he gets too obese and then finds out what the dwarves' plan are because Thundershode was going to attack the city.
Oh, yeah?
And so they were going to kill the dragon before he could get too strong and then, like, get another one. I forget what they were using it for. It wasn't to lay eggs. But the dragon was doing something.
I would think he wasn't laying eggs.
Yeah. It was. I forget what it was doing, but there was a reason they kept the dragon. But it was like a cycle. They did it for like several hundred years, and then Thundershode was like, "Oh, this is what's happening now."
Maybe it was like the situation like those ducks that they like force feed fat, so they taste really good.
Could be, maybe. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but and Thundershode's like, "No, fuck this. I'm leaving." So he like destroys a bit of the city and then leaves.
I see.
And so this, I guess, is where they put him in the movie. I had only recently learned this character as well before the movie, and I'm like, no fucking way. What are the coincidences?
You've been missing out.
I know. Well, it was like a week before I saw this movie. I learned of the character. I'm like, no way. It was good. That's pretty much it. At least for the characters. All right. Yeah. A bunch of Doric.
Oh yeah, Doric.
We didn't talk about Doric.
The alleged tiefling.
My favorite character in the movie.
Ooh, high praise.
Largely because she's a druid, and that's my favorite class in D&D. I thought they did such a good job of showing off what druids are, like with the wild shape ability.
Yep.
And it was just so cool to watch because that would be like if magic was real, that's like one of the primary things I'd want.
Yeah, fair.
It was just like turning into a creature at will.
Turn into an ostrich.
Turn into a deer.
Fucking deer. Of all the things in that moment, probably the worst choice.
The deer like trips over itself several times.
Yeah, because she's a baby deer at that.
She's a fucking fawn. Oh man, it was really cool. I also love the scene where it's like, what did Simon say to Doric? He's like, when they were courting each other, he's like, you thought I was lame or something?
Oh, you said I made you sad, but not because of anything I did. I was just that it was just the way I was.
You just said you thought I made you sad. I like that they get together at the end, but it's not like we don't have to sit through their like classic kiss scene or something.
We don't. He like offers her a water.
Yeah, he offers her a drink and she takes it and they're like, she doesn't even say like, yes, I want you to court me or whatever. It's like, can we try to like this courtship again? She's like, sure.
I guess.
That was so good. There's just like so many quips like that in the movie.
Yeah, they did a lot of quipping at each other, but it wasn't it wasn't like mean spirited like Family Guy.
Yeah, it wasn't a Peter and Meg scenario. It was just you know how like you and I quip at each other.
Yeah.
It's like funny, lighthearted stuff throughout the whole movie. It was so good. Oh my god. What did you think of the graveyard scene?
That was so funny. It did not get old.
It did not. I could have watched another 10 minutes of that. That was so funny. Whoever came up with that, they deserve a raise.
Give them the highest raise.
That's not like the person who came up with the movie name for Cars.
Oh.
They got a $300,000 raise for that. Or like a bonus, not a raise, but
for Cars.
For naming it Cars. They got a $300,000 bonus.
God, money to blow.
Anyways, yeah, the graveyard scene was so fucking funny.
Oh, man. Oh, I bet it would be cool if there was like a post-credit scene. Just the one guy they didn't ask the 5th question.
There is a post-credit scene.
Oh, I didn't watch it in theater, so I wouldn't know. What was it?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't remember. Anyways, but yeah, I think it might have been that actually.
Oh.
I think it was, if I remember correctly.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, anyways, I'm not going to find it now because all the things are terrible, but
oh,
all the like online.
Oh, I see sources for it.
Yeah, the sources are awful.
Oh my god, dude, I was pirating it, yeah. And there was like there was like a constant like text overlay on it of like some gambling website. And like within the first 10 minutes, a big like ad popped up and played over the scene like a spinning roulette wheel. I'm like, what are you doing? And then it cut the commercial twice.
Incredible. Yeah, I can't find it now, but I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure you called it. Makes a lot of sense.
Big brain.
What did you think of the movie as a whole?
Oh, solid, like 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I think it's 9 out of 10. It was so fun.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it very well, but the music seemed very good.
The music was good. The action scenes were good. The special effects were also really good.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. I know within 2 or 3 months it's going to be put on a streaming website.
Oh, maybe I'll watch it again.
Yeah, definitely one I would like to watch again. Just, it's a fun watch. It's also a movie that like I don't need to think about.
Yeah.
You know? I watched it. I enjoyed it thoroughly all the way through, and I can move on with my day.
Yeah.
It's not one that you need to like sit down and pay attention to.
Yeah, it's just a blast.
Yeah, it was good. More movies like this.
True, truly.
I bet they'll do a second one though. I think the reviews for it have been pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I know it's made upwards of $80 million on the first couple weekends.
Yeah.
It looks like it has a 4.4 and then a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's currently at 162 million.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, double what I guess it's been a couple weekends, so. Yeah, solid. 9 out of 10. Would recommend.
10 years of Dungeon and Dragon movies.
What?
10 years of Dungeon and Dragon movies.
As in, that's what you want, or that's what?
That's what we're getting.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely. We're about to get 10 more years of Avatar.
Yeah, who asked for that?
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna butcher it.
God.
And I'm an Avatar fan. I'm allowed to say that. Wait, which Avatar are you talking about?
Well, when they announced the new animated one they're making, and then when they announced that, they were like, "There's also going to be like 4 more movies."
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if you were talking about the blue people one.
Oh no, the cartoon.
Because there's also like 10 years of that.
Yeah, see, that's what they do to these franchises.
Okay, but the blue people, the James Cameron Blue Monkeys, that's good though.
It was, and it was also
like,
probably only supposed to be like 5 years, but they didn't have the technology.
Right, yeah.
Because now that they have it, they're just busting them out.
Right, exactly. It took them 15, 17, whatever the hell it's been, to make the damn technology.
Oh, man.
Anyways, D&D movie, great success. Go watch.
Yeah, go watch it.
Wolf, what is this question of the week?
Yeah. Question of the week. If you... I didn't have it pulled up. I was looking at the cat page still. If you lived in a colonial or medieval village, what would your job be?
How topical.
Exactly.
Why don't you go first?
All right. If I were to go based off my name, I'd be a blacksmith. But
true. It really took me a second. I'm like, how the fuck would Wolfie be a blacksmith? And then I'm like, oh yeah. I really thought if I were going to buy my name, I'd be a wolf. I'm like, wait, what?
That's like, three for a loop at every corner.
I got thrown around in that. I'm like, wait, they didn't say wolf, and now they're saying blacksmith. That doesn't make sense. A very confusing 5 seconds.
I see. But if I were to pick one completely unrelated, I'd probably be like a traveling salesman, traveling merchant.
I thought you were going to say like jester or something.
Is that a job? I guess that is a job. That'll be my second choice when the merchant thing doesn't work out.
True. When it doesn't. Not if it doesn't work out. When it doesn't work out. I think based on like height and size alone, I would have to be some like soldier.
Oh, yeah. We could be a traveling soldier jester duo. That's our bit. We're looking for a king to serve.
I could be personal bodyguard to the court jester. Gotta have protection so someone doesn't accidentally kill you when you tell an inappropriate joke about your wife.
Yeah, that's low-key the scenario we had for the 2 weeks we played D&D.
Pretty much. You were a tiefling though.
I was.
I like, not to go back, but I like that you finished the movie and then found out that Doric was a tiefling.
I was like, because they said it in the movie. She doesn't look like a tiefling.
I'm like, did the horns not tip you off at all?
I was like, I marked the horns off as like being a druid thing, because I didn't understand that wasn't a race, that was a class.
Yeah. That was so funny.
And then her tiny ass little skimpy tail. And then she wasn't red or purple.
Yeah. They can be pretty much any color. I think that, the general like coloring scheme for tieflings is like red and black in different shades like that. But I guess they can be any color, including like tan, or even just sometimes look like a normal human.
Human toned.
Yeah.
Vanilla. Yeah. My tiefling was like red, dark red. Her name was Pastry Big Fellow, and she was like 5 feet tall.
A freak.
I know.
Well, you were still somehow taller than me. I was a dwarf.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was a gnome.
Oh yeah, gnome.
I was like I was a gnome paladin. I was a 3 foot tall. My shield was bigger than me.
What a crew we were.
I told our DM that I wanted a tower shield, and it was taller than me.
It's doing its job. It's protecting you.
It was a fucking house. I could throw a tarp over that bad boy and sleep.
No need to carry around a tent. You're all we needed.
Didn't you have you had something weird that you always pull out?
I don't remember. I do remember that I picked campfire as one of my spells, and I kept casting it.
Yeah, that's what it was. You lighting campfires under people.
I did. I had a real offensive magical attack and never used it. I just kept lighting campfires.
You did it in combat several times.
I did.
God, the worst.
Listen, he's the one who didn't balance my character. I didn't know what I was doing.
That's true, none of us did.
I think I tried to use it, and it turns out I couldn't use it. My one real attack spell.
Yeah, I think you didn't have the proper weapon or whatever to cast it.
Set me up to fail.
Oh man!
But hey, those campfires did damage. I killed 3 things.
Oh yeah, you probably deeply wounded a party member too.
Maybe in myself.
Oh, you also your clothing was a jester outfit.
It was. Or no, those were my pajamas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you absolutely would be a jester in medieval times. I would be a soldier or a sellsword or a baker.
Oh, you could be a solid baker. Buff bakers are in.
I'll be a cook instead, not a baker. I can't bake worth shit. It's too precise. I don't like how precise all the measurements are.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't do anything.
I made cornbread once, like from a box, and somehow it tasted bad.
Well, yeah. Cornbread's just not very good anyways.
Fair enough.
Rip to all you Southerners. That's your entire diet.
Listen, they like it because they drench it in all the other food.
Cornbread and racism, that's what they eat. We might have to bleep that out.
I feel like bleeping it makes it sound worse in that case. Cornbread and beep! That's what they're like.
Oh no, what have I done? I'm gonna get canceled.
Oh no.
That's alright. No, it's fine. I'm not gonna get canceled because I'm finally speaking the truth on the show.
Oh, true. Elon would love us. We're free. We are free speechers.
He doesn't love us. We don't follow him anymore.
Maybe he'll buy us a blue check mark.
I saw that he started doing that to people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He got one for Stephen King. Drill.
Neil deGrasse Tyson got one, which you probably don't know who that is.
I know him. He's the killjoy about science.
He is.
LeBron James.
Yep.
And none of them wanted it. All of them were like, get this away from me.
Yeah.
Or so help me.
Yeah. I saw a funny tweet about how he could get sued for enforcing a blue check mark on somebody.
That's so funny.
There's freedom of oh god, I can't say it. Publicity. In which you're not apparently allowed to force someone to be recognized as a public figure.
Ah, that's so funny. This guy's just finding all the niche ways to get sued.
I almost choked on my water. All right, Wolf, take it away.
I'm Wolf, taking things away. Thank you for watching episode 71 of You're Ridiculous.
This was off the rails.
Oh, yeah. If you liked all that, be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons. And hit the bell so you get notified of the next episode. If you're watching on a podcast website, hit the plus and give us 5 stars to support the show. You can follow us across the internet, ridiculous_cast on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow Lucas at 7angrywasp with an E, and you can follow me at Rainbow Does without
the W.
Without the W. I was second guessing at myself, like, wait, isn't there a W? There's not. We hope to see you guys all again next week. Until then, say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Stop.